Hey guys, this is Dan with Gears and Gadgets. Thanks for tuning in. So today I'm coming to you guys saying I've listened, I've seen all the comments, good and bad. And one of the comments that I see frequently on a lot of the Harley Davidson content that I put out is that Harley Davidson should hire me. But Harley Davidson has never seen my resume until today. That's right, I applied for the Harley Davidson Director of New Product Portfolio. I do not expect a call from Harley Davidson out of this resume, mainly because I have a career in construction project management. As a matter of fact, a lot of my coworkers know about this channel, and most people would say you don't put a video out saying that you've applied for another job when your coworkers have access to your content. But this is certainly a long shot, and under no circumstances do I expect a phone call from Harley Davidson. But I thought that it would be interesting from a position of criticism. So it's easy as just a normal person in day-to-day life. We all like to offer up our critiques. And I tend to be of the belief that if you're going to critique something, you should also offer solutions. And if you're just going to critique with no offered solutions, then it's just kind of noise. So I decided to put my resume in for this Director of New Product Portfolio. My family is not really in a position to pick up a move to Milwaukee at this point, but they do mention that it can be a remote position. So now this job, I will read the description here. The job responsibilities says the new product portfolio leader is tasked with the creation of an inspirational new motorcycle portfolio to meet the broadest range of consumer needs and desires with excellent return on investment, which I've mentioned in quite a few of my videos. The new product portfolio leader works with our dealers, consumers, engineers, designers, and marketers to define a multi-year launch and business growth plan optimized for portfolio growth and dealer profitability within the available resourcing. And then the next thing is the new product portfolio leader defines opportunities. They build the business case, then define necessary product by year and geography, and provides product requirements to engineering and styling and design. The leader works with the markets to help them understand the opportunities, then defines sales targets, pricing, and opportunity sizing for opportunities. Now, this does require a bachelor's degree. I don't have a bachelor's degree. I left college, entered the workforce before obtaining a degree. So not only do I have no experience being a product portfolio manager or director, but I also only have construction experience, which I expect to be dismissed because of that. But that doesn't go without saying that I've created a My 2020 Street Glide concept that I thought was a good idea. Of course, I made these concepts, so of course I think they're a good idea. So I made the My 2020 Street Glide video, My 2020 Sport Glide, My 2022 EV Glide, and My 2020 Indian Chieftain, which not a Harley, but I have done some tweaking of current designs on this channel, shared that with my viewers, and I thought that there were some meat and potatoes there that could potentially go somewhere that some of these bikes maybe are not reaching as large of an audience as they potentially could. And it kind of goes with sales figures. If you look at sales figures in the last 10 years, they've basically just continually dropped. And I think that's just because current designs are not inspiring people to go to the dealership and buy motorcycles. I don't think that it's that people aren't interested in Harley Davidson as a brand anymore, as much as it is they have a bike in the garage and it's just fine. So the new things I don't think are enough to get people to get rid of their old things, and that's kind of where you have some of the sales slumps, in my opinion. I tend to agree with Apple when it comes to their design. A lot of times Apple will shake up the status quo, make everybody really upset about it, and then within 6 months, everybody's talking about how that just is the new thing now and everybody wants it. Apple has done an incredible job of kind of taking those mindsets and basically just showing the customer what they want before the customer even knows they want it, and just dealing with the backlash and letting the system kind of work itself out as it does. And I kind of think Harley Davidson should take a similar approach. Stop fearing so much of their core customer, because their core customer is gradually dwindling. So therefore, you have to make some changes. And in my opinion, that core customer, give them something that they don't even know they want yet. Let them be angry about it for 6 months until all of the journalists and reviewers and everybody says this is the greatest thing that's ever existed, and get those people into the dealership to make those purchases. I also believe in refreshing classic designs. I don't think you scrap any of the framework essentially of what Harley Davidson's built on their classic designs. But I do think that you make some tweaks. When you want to talk about return on investment, I think that there is a value proposition to the customer as much as there is a return on investment to the brand itself. And what I'm talking about is things like LEDs, kind of the low-hanging fruit, as I've called it before. Implement a lot of that stuff into the bikes at point of sale. And in doing so, you're also helping to alleviate some supply chain issues by just getting rid of some of the older stuff that people don't want anyways. All that older stuff still has to be manufactured. It becomes a strain on not only that supply chain, but also the manufacturing of those bikes in and of themselves. So if you can get into a little bit more modular type design where more of the headlights are shared, more of the turn signals are shared, a lot of those shared elements, and make them a better product to the customer, in turn, you're potentially selling more bikes and, again, return on investment for both the customer and the brand. I think you can have it both ways. I think there's a lot of opportunity in Harley's current portfolio to increase value to the consumer and to the brand and kind of have a win-win for everybody. It just comes down to perceived value and what I think is preventing people from going into dealerships today and trading in bikes. Again, I'm just looking at overall sales numbers and saying that if they're gradually going down or consistently going down, that you're just not inspiring enough people to come in with their older bikes that they did buy 10 years ago when sales numbers were at a peak. And you need to encourage those people to get back in and make another purchase instead of looking at their Street Glide that's 10 years old saying, it's fine, I'm okay with it. So I think that there's a lot of room here for improvement. I've also pitched the idea of reducing the number of bikes you have. I think you have 5 to 6 Softails between $10,000 to $20,000, 3 touring bikes between $20,000 to $30,000, CVOs as a separate premium thing that jack the price even more, to have basically a custom bike built experience out of the CVO operations. I think that there's a lot of room for making that an even higher premium than what it is today, and bringing more value to, again, the brand and the customer. So that is my pitch to Harley Davidson. I have applied for that Harley Director of New Product Portfolio position. The phone has not rang yet. I do not anticipate it, but I think it would be interesting to have a shot. Even just to interview for a job like that would be a huge honor. To be able to go and work for Harley Davidson would be absolutely ridiculously awesome. I don't anticipate it, but now if you guys think it's something that you agree with, if you think I'm off my rocker, either way, leave a comment down below. So with that being said, thank you guys very much for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, please hit that subscribe button down below. Remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel. I'll see you guys next time.